Hello and welcome back to Forgotten Anne. So last time we went on the train and yep, we stopped it from crashing and now we're here and we were investigating a breaking or something and yeah and we had played the game glitched last time a lot and I couldn't run and jump at all, making it impossible to continue, so I had to reload. And then the water here is glitched. There's supposed to be textures here. I looked up a video and indeed it's not supposed to be like that. That's supposed to be actual water graphics and it's just not working. So I don't know. It's odd.
I found a wig.
Oh no! I must have overlooked it. Please don't tell Magnum.
You're not making a good impression, Betty.
Yeah, we already heard this, but I guess I didn't talk to him last time. So, hopefully, this is the only thing that's actually glitched, and there isn't gonna be other things that glitch, because that would be real unfortunate. Like, it's pretty rare I have specific things that just don't load in, and yeah, I just refuse to load in, even after I reset the whole game. It's been, 2 days.
Make yourself useful. I am. I found some scratch marks over here. I just need to take a photo. Don't talk back. Yes, sir. I mean, no, sir.
I can have you working at the plant by tomorrow.
I know. Sorry, sir. I'm doing my best.
And what about documenting the footprints, too? Go! Go, go!
Odd actor. Doesn't sound like he's an actor at all. Like, it's very odd. Wise. I don't know. What's this? A forced validation sticker. Yeah, so hopefully no more glitches, but yeah.
What's behind that door? I'm the enforcer. Step aside. Right.
Well, this guy isn't letting us pass. Guess I'm gonna go talk to the police fellas. The investigation team guys. Whatever they call.
Chief Inspector?
What? I'm in the middle of a... Madam Enforcer! You're here!
What's the status? Yes, I am.
Give me a status report, Chief Inspector Magnum.
You called me Magnum? The Enforcer's here and she knows my name!
And I'm in a hurry, Inspector. I need to know.
So, how many rebels have you distilled today?
Inspector, we don't...
Bet you took down a few of them, didn't you? Business as usual, huh? Can I try that grim glove of yours?
The Arca is not a toy.
Exactly. It's a weapon. Your weapon. The legendary Arca. How many Forgottonings have felt the rage of the Enforcer through that?
Too many to count. Status report now.
I don't have a number.
I bet it's over 1,000.
I really don't have time for this, Chief Inspector.
You think I'm wasting your time? You're right, of course, Madam Enforcer. We'd better waste rebels instead of time. Let me tell you what happened. This morning, sheer chaos, of course. I even had to discharge a couple of rounds. After things calmed down, I started documenting everything. No piece of evidence is too small.
Anything else?
Yeah, during the attack this morning, I heard someone take orders from a tall Forgottonling with a blonde wig. I think they called him Fig.
Fig. Doesn't ring a bell. Could it be the leader of the attack?
Who knows how those rebels organize themselves? I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have a leader at all.
At least we have a name to go on. Good work, Chief Inspector.
I've got a surprise for you.
A surprise? Really?
I personally arrested one of them. Yes, it wasn't easy, but I caught a rebel.
You're sure it's a rebel?
I can smell it.
I need to question him.
I already tried, but I'm sure he'll talk to the Great Enforcer. Although, the case would be stronger if we had some evidence against him.
I think I found the wig you mentioned.
Now this is real police work. I hope you're taking notes, Blitz. Now that the Forgottonings under my command have hair, it has to be a rebel wig. Where did you find it?
In the ventilation system by the transfer pump.
Did Emp overlook this?
That's not important. Yes, the deputy missed it. So, this guy has a really weird voice. It's like, I think it's like supposed to be a parody of of the hardball detective, but he's like bad at it, and it's very odd. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be taken seriously or if it's played for laughs. It's a little weird anyway, because this game hasn't really been. I don't know. It's weird. Like the game is serious, but also it's weird in a lot of regards. Like I don't know, but it's a very odd choice for his voice anyway, and yeah. I feel like this. Yes, deputy missed it. Oh, that's not important. I mean, I don't know.
care if he did. You can discuss that with Deputy Amp later if you wish.
I will. Sloppy bullhorn. Maybe you should give him a taste of your luck.
I want to question the rebel. Where are you keeping him?
In the basement. Sergeant Plumbum is guarding the door. Just tell him Cobra and he'll move.
I will.
I'll finish up here and join you in a moment.
Can I talk to the camera guy? No, that's the thing I can. That's unfortunate. Okay, that was a lot of talking. I wanted to interject a lot of times, but like the guests kept on talking. So now we can go in there, and we got some information. We got a guy named Fig, and he's tall, and he apparently has a wig, but we have that now apparently, so that doesn't help.
I'm apparently supposed to tell you Cobra. Cobra, you big brute.
Plumbum no trust girl creature.
Huh.
Is there a problem?
Your gas station here refuses to move. I told him Cobra.
She's the enforcer, you obese brick. Move!
Magnum here. Now Plumbum move for endorser.
Enforcer. I'm terribly sorry about this. Go ahead.
Right. I wonder if there's anything up there. Probably something that will not make us move on until.
I can only tell
Oh.
you what I've already told you. The station is on lockdown.
You don't understand. I have to get on the train.
No trains today.
Oh.
But I saw it.
I shouldn't just leave. Yeah, okay.
No
Well, I
trains.
just want to hear what you say first.
Please. My neighbor's been missing for 2 days. She's my best friend, and I need to see
The
her.
station is closed.
Listen, my neighbor.
You follow my orders and wait, Forgotling.
Where did you take her?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where is she? What is she?
No, I don't think that's gonna be. That's gonna keep talking forever. Nothing important there, I think. I want to waste time, really.
To the
I want to get things done today, hopefully.
That's what I thought.
So yeah, that's what I thought. Can't do anything there yet. Gotta go down here. Yeah. So yeah, the voice was coming out of my left earphone
When I heard
only.
about the runaway train, I feared the worst.
I took care of it, but I had to improvise.
Good. I've always admired your ability to do so.
Chief Inspector Magnum caught a rebel. I'm on my way to interrogate him.
Splendid. We need all the information we can get.
I'll do my best, Master.
Use any means necessary to make him talk.
Any means?
Any means, Master?
Any means. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Master.
Good. I'll leave you to it.
So yeah, the voices was only coming out of my left earphone, and that was interesting because I kind of thought that's what was happening before, because some voices just seemed lower and distant, and yeah, it seems like that's intentional now because those were clearly supposed to be distant voices. It's a little odd though. Not used to that.
See you work, Madam Enforcer. I've probably been too nice myself. I'm sure I can learn a lot from you.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, I'm not really used to that kind of thing, especially in a 2D game like this. It's very odd, but sure,
Are
that's
you
the
ready to
decision
talk?
they
I'm
made.
always open for a chat.
You know who I am?
You're the enforcer. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I supposed to scream in terror when I see you?
Again, don't want to be mean, but this is an interrogation, you know. But let's just
You need to be
see.
scared. I just want to have a conversation about the rebels. I know many of you Forgotlings aren't that fond of me.
Your reputation as a soul snatcher precedes you, Enforcer.
Why are you acting this way?
You've got to be kidding. Why should I tell you? You've polluted our home with the plant. You control how we live with validations. You act like you own us.
I mean, you literally appliances and objects. Kind of the point of you. But somehow you have souls, so that's a little weird. Not sure how that happened all of a sudden, but that's just the world, I guess.
Why are you defending the rebels? They're endangering the lives of all your fellow Forgotlings. Don't they deserve to go home?
When Forgotlings arrive from the ether, they are set free from ownership. We don't believe in going home, as you call it.
All this rebel activity is orchestrated by someone. I want to know who the rebel leader is.
We're decentralized anarchists, free from ownership. We need no master, unlike you.
So, apparently the ether is not the afterlife, as I kind of thought it was, like the heaven or whatever you want to call it, for these thingies. But apparently it's where it came from, so I'm guessing like the real world, the world where you just things, the world where they aren't forgotlings, where they aren't forgotten appliances, I guess. So, well, I'm not sure what that means, like, how, if I return them to there, like, what does that mean? What is the ether? What exactly does that mean? The real world, or it's hard. I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out eventually what all this is about. I know about Fig. We found a wig.
We know that your fellow conspirators escaped through the transfer pump's ventilation system. We searched it, and do you know what we found?
Please tell me. I can hardly wait.
A wig.
A wig. That's it, a wig. What does that prove?
I know about
It proves
Fig.
that a Forgotling wearing a wig was in the ventilation system. I think it was your leader, Fig.
You deduce that from a name and a piece of hair. Bravo, Enforcer. Surely you're the world's greatest detective. You don't really believe that, do you?
Fig is the leader. I'm not sure. I mean, I only heard about Fig from the gun. But to be honest, no, I'm not sure.
Well, it certainly proves something.
Oh, this must be embarrassing for you.
Forget it. This is going nowhere.
Of course not. A freedom fighter never betrays his comrades.
You still call them friends? They left you here, remember? Where do you think they are now?
Couldn't tell you even if I wanted to. I'm not important enough to be allowed in the sanctuary.
You've been there, liar. How did you find the rebels? I feel like if I pushed him harder, I would probably have gotten more information. But I'm sure the game will lead us there eventually anyway, right? You can't just not do it, so...
If you've never been to the sanctuary, as you call it, how did you find the rebels?
I didn't find them. They found me.
Where did they find you?
I'm not betraying my friends, no matter how hard you try.
Now this is hard for you to split out.
I know how hard this must be for you, but we both want to see this conflict end. So why don't you tell me where I can find the rebel leader, and I'll find the best solution for all of us. I'll even let you go.
I want to believe that you...
All I need is the name of the place where you met Fig.
Mr. Fig, as many call him, often hangs out at a bar downtown called Scrappers. You know, where they record Realm Radio.
The old theater?
Yeah, the entrance is in there. Here, take this ticket.
Gotcha, traitor. Man, I kind of want to say these things, be mean sometimes, be like, you know, I don't know, but I've decided I don't want to do that.
Thank you.
Listen, look for Fig. But go easy on my friends. I don't want to cause them any trouble.
If I can talk some sense into Fig, it'll all end peacefully. I've got to go.
Good luck, madam.
Well, guess we kinda got him to our side.
I'm leaving.
That was masterful work in there.
Thank you, Chief Inspector. I will continue the investigation at the theater.
Maybe I should come with you, in case you need backup.
That won't be necessary.
Oh, of course. Now stay here and guard the main station in case the rebels return, Madam Enforcer.
Master, I'm headed to the old theater. It's connected to the rebels somehow.
Excellent. Soon the rebels will have no place left to hide.
Master, can I ask, why can't the rebels see we're doing our best to help them?
Do not take everything Forgottonlings say at face value. Our home is the ether. You and I, Anne, with our own kin. Forgottonlings are only things. The rebels might try to manipulate you into thinking otherwise, but don't be fooled. Now, you better get going. The theater is in the upper streets. That district may not be safe anymore. Be careful, Anne.
I will.
So the Eva is...
Soon. Don't be a stranger. Toodaloo.
There's a lot of dialogue in this game and I can barely get a word in. As I was saying, the Eva is apparently our home too, which means we can go there, I'm guessing. But it's also where the Forgottonlings go when I take the soul. So that's odd. Does that mean I have to die to get there? It's all very odd anyway. Hello.
Move it, pump.
No move.
Move it, I said.
No trust, endorser. Interrogation over.
Okay. Oh yeah, I also wanted to mention it's interesting. This guy talks like, you know, caveman, you know, that kind of stupid talk, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm talking about. It's interesting that apparently there's different levels of intelligence in this world for these things. I mean, they are, you know, they do appear to be, you know, have a conscience in that regard, but like, who decides it? Why are they different? How does that work? Are they just assigned a personality? Do they gain it? Who knows? A lot of questions. Very interesting.
They were certainly in a hurry.
They're nervous. Master Bonku is tightening security.
As you should. Is that a problem?
Do you have a problem with the way Master Bonku and I handled the rebel attacks?
No disrespect intended, Miss Enforcer. You know best.
That's right.
The mood in town has changed. Some Forgottlings stay indoors. Others take it to the streets.
Let them. I have to get to the theater.
The town may not be the way you remember it.
I have the Arca.
All I mean is, it's a maze in there. But I'm sure you'll find your way to the theater without trouble.
Okay, so here's a weird thing. It kind of feels like Anne is very split in when she chooses to be nice and when she chooses to be mean. Like when I choose something and she's like suddenly she's like very aggressive about it, even though it doesn't seem like it should be. Then she goes to being nice again and then aggressive, like and sometimes it doesn't seem like when I don't directly pick a choice and I just talk and she just chooses to be aggressive most of the time. And it's kind of odd. Like I don't know if it has to do with some of the choices I made, that maybe the more choices I made that are aggressive would make her more aggressive, or if in general she seems to be a little aggressive and, you know, mean acting normally. That seems to be her personality is the thing, and that's a little odd because the choices I make tend to be nice and she's not, you know, mean in those at all. So it's very odd, and it this is, this seems to be a game where you have a lot of choices, so... No momento. And what was I saying? You have a lot of choice in this game, so could just be it's, the choices I've made aren't the way the intended for most people to make the choices, so maybe it makes more sense in case I pick other things. But it just feels like her character isn't is weird in the way I choose to play her, and it doesn't feel right sometimes. It could be worse, and I mean, what really matters, I suppose, is the specific choices I do make, and all the dialogue that's just, already there doesn't matter as long as I made the choice to be nice. I guess it's odd, and yeah. So I got this. Main sites feeder, the last functioning feeder in town, now home of Realm Radio. Harbor, the beautiful waterside venue, a must-see for every visitor. Cafe, need to relax? Visit a local Forgotton's preferred cafe. Alright.
You heard? I heard the enforcers in town. I'm getting out while I still have my anima. Relax. She's not as bad as they say, you know.
So yeah, also one of the things is we heard that apparently she's already, taking the soul of a lot of Forgottlings. There's something familiar about that house. Yeah, she's already taken a lot of souls apparently before. That's what it sounds like.
Is Forgottling news of the week. Sources close to Master Bonku have let slip that construction of the Ether Bridge is nearly finished, bringing the dream of returning to the Ether and our original human owners one step closer to reality. To date, only about 100 validated Forgottlings have been promised a ticket across the bridge as a reward for their loyalty to Master Bonku. So get out there and prove you've got what it takes. Who knows? Maybe Master Bonku will select you to join the lucky few. The rebels struck again this week, detonating 2 bombs in the city. Their target, the anima transfer pump by the central station. The rebels did try to breach the tower ground, but failed thanks to a valiant effort by the enforcer. Officers detained a rebel.
Nothing of subtitles now. I use this game
With
sometimes.
the swiftness of an ever-vigilant
Don't move
hawk,
anymore.
The enforcer swooped in and made him realize he was betting on the wrong team. Straight away, he turned his back on the rebels and agreed to help stop these senseless acts of violence. Oh, enforcer, we owe you our very lives. After the act, Chief Inspector Magnum had this to say. Enforcer, she's incredible. I've never met anyone like her. She saved us all. She's cunning, she's smart, she's not afraid to get right into the action either. Great work, Madam Enforcer. I'm sure we'll all sleep a lot easier knowing you're protecting us.
Oh.
This is Forgottling news
Is
of
this
the
just
week.
repeating now?
Sources close to Master
I think
Bonku
so.
have let slip that construction of the Ether Bridge is
Okay.
nearly finished.
Well,
Dream of returning to the Ether and
it's
our original human
so hard. I don't want to waste time by just standing and listening, but yeah, if I just continue, I may run into another thing, as I just did there, so that's a little annoying. And yeah,
have been promised a ticket across the bridge.
also wanted to talk, and apparently, yeah, they have apparently own us in the real world, so that is what I kind of thought already, but wasn't entirely sure if actually they did, were owned by people, and I didn't know if the only people who actually owned her were, the enforcer, Bonku, I guess, and them.
Boxes,
I don't know.
tables, paper planes, ropes, trampolines, books, cups, pencils, paint lamps, trumpets, watches, rubber masks, dresses, forks, pillows, belts, speakers, shoes, turnpikes, ships, antlers, soda cans, plywood, courtrooms, roundabouts, hair gel, bottle caps, shirts, hula hoops, anvils, totes, yoga mats, boxes,
Good lord.
pedals, headphones, pelts, garden hoses, bread, keys, extension cords, drills, metals, piercings, saddles, mirrors, telephones, crowns, plastic foil.
Oh my god, this goes on
thermometers,
for a
GoPro
while.
sticks, riot gear, cardboard, cassette tapes, solar panels, jackets, pop filters, horseshoes, magnets, paper, glasses, tanks, bags, screens, cigarettes, potatoes, trousers.
Okay then.
Music boxes, tables,
Hello.
planes, rope.
I'm sorry, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh, I'm thinking about the treasure of things. All things. I need to see them all. Preferably feel them. Maybe even own them.
What do you mean?
I mean, coins, drums, corkscrews, mugs. It's simple, really. There's so many things to see, and I intend to be the first to see them all. My owner was a child of the ocean, and passed on to me a curious inclination to see everything. Are you a collector of treasures yourself?
I guess I collect some things. I'm not really sure why.
One doesn't need a reason to collect. It draws you in. Bottles, paint buckets, spikes, oh, and globes.
I guess you're right.
If you're a fellow collector, would you mind if I took a look at your collection of treasures? There might just be a few things I haven't seen.
Sure.
Sure, go right ahead.
Glorious. Will I find pearls, jars, or fishing poles, I wonder? Oh, perhaps you're not all that into treasure hunting, I'm sorry, that was rude. You must be new to the art of collecting. If that's the case, keep going. And be sure to return and show me your progress. Music boxes, tables, paper plate.
So I can return to you, indicating that this is a place I'm gonna come back to. So maybe this is like a hub world, maybe kinda. Like it seems like I can go here eventually and travel downwards. So maybe this is like, yeah, sorta a hub world kinda. What it seems like anyway. But yeah. So okay, now that I have done that, should maybe be able to do something here. Like maybe I can. Okay, that's. I didn't realize that had things on it. I thought I had, yeah, towed down it. Apparently there's water here, and seems to be working fine now. This is pretty similar to how it looked in the video I saw.
When I hear about terrors in the night, I close my eyes and blow out the lights.
Who's there?
What? Oh, hello. Is it the great enforcer on the stair?
Who are you?
I'm one or the other, depending on who I meet.
You're not making any sense. Where do you live, Forgotling?
I'm content with the little I have. Are you?
Am I what?
Content with the eyes you were given, or scared to lose sight of them?
Are you ill? Be careful. Neither of these sounds particularly nice. I feel like be careful sounds a little like watch yourself. I think I ill is sincere. It's hard to say, but
Are you ill? Is there anything you need?
yep.
All I need is to be. Is there anything more you need?
I'm the enforcer.
You are? What could you possibly need?
Well, you're certainly unique. What's your name, Forgotling?
They call me the Hound of Nothing.
Well, Hound, you've clearly lost your mind.
Thank you. Now, step out of my rainfall if you would. I'm drying out. I know where the roads in between lead, fools of more haste and less speed.
Okay. That was the strangest forgotten I've ever met, and that's saying a lot. Indeed. Well, that was something. Well, we almost had 30 minutes according to my timer. So I guess I should maybe stop soon.
Not here, you are. We're Forgotton.
Yep.
Wonderful, that's your answer.
It's a little annoying that when I accidentally hear some other piece of dialogue, its subtitles just disappear. That's annoying. But anyway, I kind of wanted to see if there's anything to do over here first of all. So maybe, yeah, maybe I can. Yeah, maybe I can do something else. There's a lava lamp over there. I can't seem to get to. And in here.
It was way better before bonkers. You got an extra return to pay us. Every time everyone wears pink, and shorts. That's the only way to make fun position. What other ways that they try? These others will work. It's not gonna work. Oh, but Daisy's contraption would. Daisy wouldn't walk a doodle now. It can help a brilliant. And see what happens to brilliant Forgotton under bound with the sea. She disappeared. Oh, maybe she moved away because she didn't obey the restriction. That's just bad. Anyway, I gotta go. Lucy's food is a nice place. And I'm on food. See ya. Yeah.
I thought that was gonna be maybe a door I would go into on one of those. Now the elevator is up there. I can't go back down. Pushing. No, nothing. Okay. Well, guess I gotta climb them stairs. Yay. Well, that's a choice I made. And I found nothing, and because I was kinda trying to find a door, I wasn't entirely listening to what they were talking about, so I missed the point of that conversation. Anyway, now I'm here.
Oh my stars! Anne! It's really you!
Do I know you?
Oh, you don't remember me? You used to come in here with Master Bonku.
Oh, Mrs. Hugh, isn't it?
Oh, you do remember? How lovely. I would have you and Bonku pose in front of the backdrop.
I have one of those photos on my wall. It's been so long.
Well, with all that's happening at the moment, few have time for the kind of memories I offer.
Then what do you do?
I'm mostly staying here. Sometimes my son visits. So much has changed. There's no place for an old forgotling like me anymore.
You can have sons. Okay, not sure what that means, but apparently, yeah. Huh, sorry for not visiting, it's because of the rebels.
I've had a lot on my plate lately. If I'd known...
Never mind that. You're here now. And you're the enforcer now. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Hmm.
You should really come visit us at the tower.
I'm old, and my lens is not what it used to be. And I'm afraid I've started to crystallize.
It happens, I'm sorry. Okay, so first of all, she was not always the enforcer, that's interesting. But apparently she was here at some point before she became the enforcer. I would have figured that she was always the enforcer, and this whole world began when she became the enforcer, or at least when, I guess maybe when Bonko was the enforcer. Maybe that makes more sense, like he was the first to start it. Who knows? I'm sorry it happens.
It happens to us all. Every Forgotling must face it sooner or later. The
ether bridge is almost finished. I'm sure Master Bonku has reserved a ticket for you.
And could I ask you for one last favor?
I'm in a bit of a hurry, but I can speak to Master Bonku if there's anything you need.
How about one last portrait?
A portrait?
Yes, a portrait. If you want one, stand in the middle of the backdrop, please.
Well, So yeah,
Try moving a little to the left.
what do you mean? To the left?
Your other left, dear.
Oh. Right, because, yes. Yes, technically that would be her left, wouldn't it? Well, I mean, don't tell me that when this is a 2D game. I mean, guess that's the point.
Go back to the middle of the backdrop, please.
Jesus.
Hold still, please.
Well.
There. Perfect. Thank you so much, Anne. Here you go.
Don't you want to keep it?
Oh, a portrait is a mirror. You should have it.
Well. Huh. Well then.
Mrs. Yu, I just wanted to say thank you again. It was so nice seeing you.
Oh, you too, Anne. I hope you find yourself out there.
I'm sure I will.
Yeah, what I was gonna say, but so much happens in these, you know, when they talk and dialogue and whatnot. I kind of lose track of what I wanted to say, and I want to also keep the game going. So yeah, and what I wanted to say was that apparently visualization is like deaf in this world, I guess. I thought it was a special thing and not just deaf, but that's what it sounds like. And apparently you can die from old age. Or is it because he's an older object and the indicating it's become a pointless object maybe, or something like that? Like, maybe that's the idea? Who knows? Like, wasn't that another old person we saw before? Old Forgotton? Forgot what object they were. But that's interesting anyway. I mean, yeah, and they can apparently have children. Lots of little details piecing together this world, along with, you know. Oh, I'm here now.
Let me in. I gotta get home. Hello?
What's going on? Why is this security point unmanned?
Oh, Miss Enforcer. When I left for work last night, this checkpoint wasn't here. And now I can't get home. I don't know what's going on the other side, but it sounds like some heated argument.
I'll go have a look at the ruckus.
What about me? I can just stay here, huh? Oh, never mind. I'll just sleep with my lava aunt.
Oh yeah, a thing I also kind of thought about was, so yeah, objects are still acting like objects because, you know, we just got a photograph, so that's a thing. Not sure if there's any other objects that are acting like actual objects yet, but apparently that's a thing that can happen, so that's interesting. But yeah, I think I should stop now. It's been almost 40 minutes. Just kind of thought I would at least explore this place a little bit, because this place seems kind of huge. And a lot of puzzle solving today, though. Mostly dialogue, really. Oh. Yeah, so it doesn't seem to be letting me distill just random people. I'm guessing it only in cases where I would need that to be the case, where I would need to actually, where I didn't have a choice, you know? I can't just be, I can't just be a lunatic who does it to everyone. At least that's, I guess that's the idea, that's her character. She isn't just a lunatic, she's doing it because she has to. And I guess that's why, yeah, she's, you know, she's both feared and respected in this world. They know she can take the soul, and they have to respect her. But also the rebels are like, hey, what's the deal? Why do you have the power to do this? Why should you get to choose? I'm guessing is the idea. Who said you are in charge, kind of thing. But at the same time, we are, you know, human, and they are objects. So, in essence, we are the masters of them. That's how it works. Yet somehow they have obtained the ability to have souls. And apparently there's 2 worlds too. And one world is where the Forgottlings are, where the Forgotten, Lost, or Forgotten, I'm not sure entirely, I guess both maybe. Where those objects go, and you get a soul. It's very hard, all of this, really. And apparently I'm able to be here too, as a human. I don't know how this world works, or if it's supposed to be literal, or it's supposed to be in our mind, in her mind, you know, or if it's a fantasy world, or based on science, because it seems to be kind of based on science in a way, because, you know, we have objects in the world we can interact with. We also have this, you know, arcana, or whatever it's called again, which seems similar to the soul thingies we had in the game I played recently too, Valley. I talked about that earlier in another episode, and I kind of forgot the name at that time, but yeah, I remember it now. It's a little similar to that, but in the gameplay anyway, you have, you know, you can collect soul and distribute soul or arcana, but also I guess it's soul because I'm taking it from them. I can take it from people, so that's a little weird. Like, was it always like that? Is the soul directly tied to them, or is it something we gave them and now they have soul and it's a finite resource, or is it something that happens to them? Who knows? So many questions, and probably most of them not gonna get answered, honestly. I doubt they have answers for everything, but there are a few things that are getting more and more apparent in this game, and it's weird. Like, I didn't think the story was gonna be the main focus. Not really. I mean, kind of. I mean, when I saw this game, I was like, okay, this seems to be story based, but I kind of mostly thought it was gonna be platform puzzle solving thing. And yes, we're still early, and obviously we have done a few puzzles, but it seems to be mostly wanting to focus on the dialogue and choices, which I didn't expect. That's what I didn't expect at all. I didn't expect to have any choice, really. I just thought it was like, you know, like most games like this, where you just go do the puzzle, continue through the game, kind of thing. But yeah, it's not. That's interesting, and I'm interested to see where it goes. And yeah, today, no glitches. No weirdness, really. Pretty straightforward. We didn't have a lot to really do puzzle-wise, really, so it was mostly dialogue, but hey, I'm sure we will get more puzzles coming up. It seems like, you know, this is the hub world kind of thing going on, so I'm guessing that's why it's mostly dialogue right now. But yeah, there's more areas to explore. I'm gonna keep exploring this town, And yeah, that's it. See you next time.